business real, knows it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing it did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like I wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, 1 o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need y'all.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the. I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Marty.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Shoves him aside. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with 3rd and inches.
The idea here is that the ball is hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, it's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Again, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Herbert. And this one is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time that Rick has run on his opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
Ready to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that's a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know how their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw, and right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Up the middle with Eckler. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second down, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of folks going down on the way. It's third down.
That's absolutely part of this defense. They made a good mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
First and goal at the 1. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mills. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Texans had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. but I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Play action now. Mills. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Justin Herbert working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Man, this game would not let me pick that play or do anything. Love it.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mills now. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Out to his left. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Mills. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Fourth down, Mills. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 31, Herbert. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
They made a nice effort to stick him in a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs in the second half of this contest.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often. A wasted down. 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
No, partner, I'm just going to say this. Whoever did the scouting report for this game is going to get a raise because they've had their number at every turn, and they just buried him for a safety with ease. When you earn 2 points and give up 0 for a half of football, there's not much left you can improve on, even though they'll try.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Mills going to throw for it. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Eric Murray. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On play action, Mills. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he works free. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Mills. Delivers another one to Pierce. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Pierce, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
They'll try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. They're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that turnover now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another interception. I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Tackled there by Jerry Tillery.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. This is third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stick.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
What a dynamic player Eckler has become since going undrafted out of Western State. He was top 5 in rushing touchdowns and all-purpose yards last season, while nearly getting his first 1,000-yard campaign on the ground. Somehow, he has yet to appear in a Pro Bowl. That seems likely to change this season.
On 1st and 10, Herbert under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 43 yards rushing for him.
That's a nice run. He gave himself back on the holes after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert now. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw, Mills. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th-quarter lead. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finding Allen. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain is just not going to get in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him back the rest of the way. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert to Guyton, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Herbert. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing, Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Texans, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jaguars.